Hello YouTube, my name is Kunapa, and for this week's episode of Billie Bust Up Rants, we will be going over the entire game in a brief overview. I will explain to you the game's content, including both gameplay and story, and I will introduce important characters along the way. Billie Bust Up, as a base definition, is a musical 3D platformer, starring a headstrong goat girl named Billie and her magical fox dragon, Oscar. The game has heavy themes and beautiful songs, whimsical character designs, and an epic world. Now let's go over the game. The game starts in Pygmyshire Village, where Billie lives with Belle, who raised her. Belle doesn't like that Billie has magic, which she had apparently inherited from her deceased father, Arthur. Magic is widely hated in the village, as they are an old-fashioned community. The game begins with a bit of village exploration before the first conflict. A troll kidnaps a goat from the village and takes him into the enchanted forest, presumably to eat. Billie and her best friends, two goats named Lily and Lou, follow the troll into the forest, though Lily and Lou are very reluctant. This leads to the first song of the game, Adventure, which Billie sings while the player platforms through the dangerous forest, narrowly escaping dangers that Lily and Lou can't escape. Eventually, Billie finds the kidnapped goat, but finding she is too late, returns to her friends, and they are shortly attacked by the troll. This is the first boss fight. The fight ends with Aristotle the axolotl finishing the troll, and Billie immediately recognizes Aristotle as her deceased father's close friend. Wanting to get closer to Arthur through Aristotle, she begs to join the adventure in exploring the world, and Aristotle, though aware she might not be skilled enough for this, is excited by the idea. Billie is then taught how to use her magic using her umbrella as a training wand. This is where the next song takes place. Aristotle sings instructions to the player as they dodge attacks and practice magic. When Aristotle is confident with Billie's skill, the two of them use teleportation portals to get to Claw Bay. As Aristotle's current quest is to acquire 4 magic gems, one of which could be found in Claw Bay. This means getting through the portals in a sort of racing minigame, where the goal is to follow Aristotle through the strange terrains you will visit later in the game. It is unclear when Billie finds and adopts Oscar, but I believe it is here at the end of Chapter 0. Billie and Aristotle arrive at Claw Bay and are immediately detected by Elaine, the cat pirate queen, who recognizes Aristotle and plans to arrest the two of them. Aristotle is well known as a criminal on this pirate island and chooses not to join Billie so she can better remain undercover. Billie explores the island, still able to communicate with Aristotle through magic, and is sent on a quest by Scrimshaw to throw cheese into a volcano. After this pointless quest, she has an outburst showing her true power. Elaine, wanting the power for herself, sends her pirate cats after Billie. They sing the first song of the chapter, and it is a chase scene in which Billie runs from the cats. Billie and Oscar are then arrested, and Billie is able to get out. The escape segment is a sneaking level where you have to get out undetected. Seeking help with getting the gem and saving Oscar, she asks Scrimshaw for help. The next song is an adaptive song sung by Scrimshaw, which has 3 versions. Whichever version of the 3 that the player ends up with dictates the set of puzzles in the next area, as the song itself is instructions on how to solve the puzzles. After solving the puzzles, Billie finds herself in Elaine's personal study and has to sneak past her, inches away in secret. This is where Elaine sings her song, The Curse. The chapter ends with a boss fight in which you dodge potions and other projectiles being thrown at you from afar. The second gem is in Dutch's luxury resort, a hotel and theme park in the sky. The first segment of the chapter is Billie getting into the train station, taking animals to the hotel. Once up in the hotel, there is a miscommunication in which Hayes, a chameleon who serves as the property manager, thinks Billie is supposed to be on stage and rushes her there. Billie finds herself in front of a huge crowd, while Dutch, the wolf who owns the resort, sings the first song of the chapter. This segment is like DDR, where you press arrow buttons as they appear on the screen in order to do the dance correctly. After this segment, Billie is asked why she's here, so she lies herself into getting a job at the hotel. This is where the player is required to run around doing various tasks for the hotel. Basil, a maned wolf and plumber at the hotel, can tell Billie is catching on and subtly helps her with finding the gem. Eventually, Dutch catches on and fires Billie. The final boss battle is a traditional 3D platformer boss battle with the opponent in the center of the stage. The third gem belongs to a ghost owl named Barnaby, but he lives in a pocket dimension. Aristotle helps Billie break into this parallel universe. The player briefly explores Barnaby's manor before being introduced to the character via chase scene in a musical number called A Million Gruesome Ways to Die. This chapter consists of Barnaby teasing Billie by holding the gem just out of her reach, promising to hand it over but never intending to do so. He simply intends to have fun with this new toy, the girl who wandered into his dimension. Then there are various other minigames and segments, including a hide-and-seek minigame, a sneaking segment, and a multi-dimensional song titled Mad Universe, which serves as Barnaby's final battle. This boss battle is prompted by Barnaby finally getting fed up with Billie and serving as a judge, sentencing her to execution. The fourth gem belongs to Fantocchio, a wooden puppet who lives in a cursed village named Harpus Major, populated by goopy slug-like monsters who were once townsfolk. Billie and Fantocchio, after a bumpy start, immediately click and become best friends, sparking the first song of the chapter, Friend Like Me. Sung by both Billie and Fanto, this segment plays like a rhythm game, where you click the button in time to the beat, in order to have Billie respond to Fantocchio in time. Billie then does various tasks for Fantocchio, including helping him prepare for plays, putting up posters around town, and there's a segment in which she saves him from a serpent-like monster. She does these things hoping Fantocchio will be pleased by her servitude and give her his gem. Eventually, Billie is fed up by this endless chore list and starts to do the tasks poorly on purpose, hoping Fantocchio will relieve her from her duties and give her the gem. Upset by the deterioration in effort, Fantocchio threatens to take away her autonomy and make her a mindless puppet for him to play with, which she of course refuses. This sparks the final boss fight and the song I've Had Enough of You. This is the last chapter of the game, but so little is known about it that I can't tell you what happens here. Some popular theories are that Aristotle, with all the gems, turns out to be the bad guy, using Billie to get this power, and Billie and the villains from earlier on in the game have to work together to fight Aristotle as a big team to get it back. Another theory is that with the power of the gems, Aristotle and Billie are able to bring Arthur back to life, and there's a happy reunion. Another good one is that Billie and Aristotle use the gems to restore peace between the different species. My personal theory, which I will do a separate video on, is that Billie will find out that Belle was her adoptive mother and will meet her real mother for the first time. I also theorize that Billie will find love at the end of this game, as a running theme with her is constant search for love from her father. Thank you so much for watching. If you click the playlist to the right, it's a collection of videos, the official Billie Bust Up account unlisted to declutter their channel. To my left is episode 1 of Billie Bust Up Rants if you missed it, as well as a video YouTube recommends to you. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!